Ayo guys, what's up? It's me, Fang I3anger. In this video, I'm bringing you another video from my career mode. If you haven't gotten a chance to check out my other career mode videos, go ahead and go back and do that. You'll see that I am a manager for West Ham United. And take a look up top there. It says World Class. I know everybody was giving me so much crap about playing on semi-pro, so I moved it to World Class. I went into my first game against Norwich City, and it ended up being a pretty good game for me. I think I can play on all levels. Maybe not. I believe there's one more level past World Class, but on here on World Class, I do bank in a goal with Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll is one of the most dominating factors in my team. I really hope I get to keep him next season, and I think that I'm going to just win it from here on. I'm in the 57th minute, and something like this happens. Like, I totally messed up. That's what, like, the time when I don't contain, and I decide to play defense. I go the wrong way. He goes the opposite way. He passes it on to his teammate, open for a goal, which really sucked, but I decided I was going to make some formation, or some subs, and change it up a little bit. I like to make the subs now, I guess, in the 75th minute. I want to get some like new legs in there, a fresh set of legs, and then give some guys a break so that they won't get tired and so that they won't get injured. And I go ahead and I put Win in because Win needs some playing time. Of course, I try to put Depay in, although I found it later after this match that Depay is actually pretty tired. I guess he's a little young and he doesn't have as much stamina as a lot of my other players. So Depay ended up not playing for a couple of games after this. We ended against Norwich City with a tie. It was 1-1 all, so kind of sucks. Had a great game from Andy Carroll. Tried to put in Bayayun. I'm still probably saying that wrong. And nothing really came out of it. So I move on, and Reed's letting me know that he's really unhappy. At that point, I think he's only set, like, he wasn't in the rotation maybe twice, and now he's really unhappy. So I don't want to lose him because he's a really good player. So I decided to put him in the rotation at some point. But I'm pretty sure I had like Collins in for him because at some point I was looking, from what I could tell, there's like a player report and it says that their form will be like good or very good or okay or bad. And his was like at okay maybe at the time. So I wanted him to, you know, just sit out for a while, not even be a substitute, and maybe get some rest. And apparently after like 2 games of that, maybe I'd forgot about him. He got really upset about it. And this is where you can see, like, it'll say form, okay, good. Does that mean that they're about to get injured? Because that's what I had saw it as. So whenever like I go and I try to substitute people in or see who I'm going to pick to be in like my rotation for the game, I'm going to set people if they're like really bad because maybe they need a rest. Apparently, maybe he wasn't bad or something I did wrong, but I put him back in. And then I noticed that Memphis Depay, I believe, is really, really tired, and he's not got as much stamina as these other players because he's young and he hasn't played this much before at this level. So I decided to take him out. I believe I put Taylor in because that can also be like a mixture of a left mid, left back. So that's a really good, that's something that I need. I don't think I have anybody that can even replace my left back. So he could at some point replace my left mid or my left back, which was good for me. And I go ahead and I start looking at, someone told me a little bit of something about the budget allocation on this game and how I need to change it up or do something because I'm paying too much for something. Whoever that was, try to explain that to me because I have no idea what's going on. I know that I can change that if I want to pay more for a player or if I need to free up some money. But I have no idea really what to do past that. But I go in here with my next game. This is the Capital One Cup. I've already played a couple matches in this, but now I'm going up against Swansea, and they get the most ridiculous goal right there. Like, that's all they do in World Class. Everybody's like, you got to play World Class. It's so much harder. Well, all they do is sit there and cross it and try to head it in or do some crazy bicycle kick. I ended up getting like a really cheap shot on that player right there. I'm not exactly sure who I was up against, but I totally like tripped him and probably made him break his ankle. Who knows? It was really dirty of me. I end up doing some substitutions though, again, just because I want to get a fresh set of legs in. I bring in Taylor just to try him out, see how he goes. Jarvis needed a rest. He's been playing so many games, and Taylor ended up doing really well for me, set me up for a goal right here with Andy Carroll. That was something I really needed. The 80th minute. Oh, God, I thought I was going to lose it. I didn't want to. I want to win this cup so that maybe I can possibly get some more money freed up from, you know, my... What? I totally forgot about this. This also happened right here. Maega. Oh, my gosh. Take a look at this, guys. He's grabbing his calf muscle. This is like my favorite player on the team. Besides Andy Carroll, he makes almost all my goals. And the worst thing that could ever happen does happen. And I believe he's torn his calf muscle, which is never good. I don't know how long exactly he'll be out for. I'm sure it's going to tell me at the end of the game. But I was really, really upset about it. I had to bring in Benayoun, who doesn't even play right mid. He's not really ever that position, because I didn't have anybody on the substitute list that could actually play that position. I ended up getting an amazing goal, though, in the 120th minute. I have no idea how that got open. I was like jumping up and down like, yes, yes. So I didn't want to go to penalty shots because I have no idea how the computer will take it. You know, half the time the computer will probably be like really awesome at taking them, and then it'll know exactly where I'm going to kick them, so it's going to block it. And it looks like I3anger is out for 3 months. That is a huge blow to my team, and that really, really stinks. So I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to replace him, bring somebody in that can hopefully play that position, or maybe just pick somebody up. And I figure out that I have Collison, who I totally forgot about, and so I put him in there. Hopefully he'll do good things. He's not going to be as good as I3anger. Guy Demel, if you didn't just see, is really upset with me right now because he has not got to play at all. I've never used him as a substitute. I've got 2 other right backs that are younger, that are better, that I care more to advance, so I don't really care that he's upset with me. He can sit there and voice his opinion, and he can say that he might think about options to go somewhere else or whatever he wants to do. Totally up to him. I really do not care. I'll go ahead and I'll probably put him on the transfer list because that's just what I think. I don't need somebody sitting there trying to bring the team down, crying over everything whenever I'm just trying to play the better players and win my games. And as of right now on World Class, I've done just that. I've tied 1, which is really good, and then I won the Capital One Cup game, which gave me an additional transfer budget from my board of directors. I'm really excited about that. That means I'm doing really good. I decided I wanted to praise Andy Carroll right here. I got to let him know you're doing awesome. And look, Demel, he's so unhappy with his involvement with the team. He doesn't get to play. Cry about it. Well, guess what? Sorry about your luck, Demel, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put you on the transfer list. That is where you belong. You're 31 years old. I have no use for you. You have, 69 rating at 31 years old. You're not going to do very good things for me. Sorry, bro. Got to kick you off the team. West Ham's going in to play Sunderland, though. This is really big. I need to win this game. I need to get some more points so that I can, be higher in my league. And I get some crazy skillage going on here. It's really hard to skill in World Class. Like, I suck at skilling anyway, but it's hard to do it. And I get a big goal right there with Nolan. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even believe it. That's like where I get most of my shots from in World Class. They seem to always leave like this little bit of an opening where you can get these shots and then you score goals that you wouldn't imagine. I go in, I make some substitutions. Diame has been really tired the last 2 games, so I decided to sub him out. And then I wanted to put in Taylor for Jarvis again. I need to get him some playing time because I need him over there at least until, Memphis Depay gets better or he's not as tired, and hopefully he doesn't get injured. He is like my young prospect who I expect great things from, so I do not want to even risk him getting injured. And of course I throw Win in. Win's got to get some playing time. He needs to, up his game, so at some point in the next couple of years he can become one of my like main starters. And he's so fast and ridiculous that nobody's going to be able to burn him, which will be awesome. But I play this game, I get that first goal, and then I go into like extreme defensive mode. I'm ultra defensive. I'm like freaking out like, no, I don't want them to score. I've got to win this game. This will be great. I'm containing like a champion, and they have +3. And this is what happens. Something happens on here that I don't understand that the computer does, and it's really frustrating. I would understand if they're winning, but they like run backwards. Look at this guy. He's like, you don't have all the time in the world, bro. And he's like, yeah, man. Running backwards. And then, they try to get this nice pass. I could have easily ended the game right there, but I foolishly just kicked the ball right back to them. And I'm like, this is going to happen. He's going to get a shot here, but no. Triple man defense. That's what I'm talking about. I get the ball and I run the timeout. Super excited about this win. Everybody who was so mad about me playing on semi-pro, looky there. I might not be winning 5-0 anymore or 3-0 or whatever, but I did win 1-0. So yeah, I was really happy though to get that win. I'm sure it's going to get even harder as I play some of the harder teams in the league. I don't even want to know what it's like to play Manchester United or Man City. So we'll see how that goes. Andy Carroll's doing boss work though for my team, and that's what they want to tell me. My next game is going to be up against Arsenal. I guess that'll be a really good test. My recruiter went out and he looked at some players, and he showed that they have potential. They're from England. They have potential to be like, that one could be 82 rated, which is okay. He's only 14. Maybe that might go up. So I'm going to go ahead and continue scouting him. But the other player, Angus, he could only go up to maybe 77. And I'm not really looking for that right now. I'm looking for greatness. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I go ahead and I unnerve Arsenal. I just want to, talk trash to them, get them heated up, emotional for the game. Hopefully, I'll go ahead and beat them. You'll see that in the next video, though. That's the end of my career mode for this video. Until next time, get Fang Bang, nerds.